Welcome to another edition of Sam Cigar Man Show. Excuse me, I'm your host, Sam. Today's a special day for me. It's Cinco de Mayo for some of you, but for somebody like myself who was born and raised in the Louisville, Kentucky area, it's the Kentucky Derby, which is held every year on the first weekend of May. So since it's Kentucky Derby, I'll be sipping on this Woodford Reserve Special Kentucky Derby Edition. Fantastic whiskey. And followed up right behind that, I'll be sipping on this Old Forester Mint Julep, which is synonymous with the Kentucky Derby. Mint Julep, if you never had it, it's a phenomenal drink. I used to mix it by hand myself. It just never came out quite the way I wanted it to, so I had to go with the pre-mixed version, which I just showed you. And it's a great drink. So if you haven't had a mint julep, I recommend it. For those of you that are not familiar with the Kentucky Derby, every year, the first Saturday of May, you will have 20 horses racing to win the main crown, the roses, and everything like that. This year is the 144th race. I have chosen the horse Lone Sailor, being a retired Navy guy. That's why I chose that horse. His odds are 25 to 1. Will that horse win? I have no clue, but that's the one I chose. So if you guys have picked a horse, put it in the comments below and let me know which horse you chose and if you won or not. That'd be interesting to find out. For those of you that are going to stick around and watch the Kentucky Derby race, it goes off at 6:34 Eastern Standard Time. And again, that's in Louisville, Kentucky. So continuing on with my southern roots, if you will, I would like to bring up Southern Draw Cigars. These are phenomenal cigars made by Robert Holt, and these are made in the factory down in Nicaragua. I want to say AJ Fernandez factory. And we'll start off with, let's see here. Gotta shuffle my notes around here. Start off with the Firethorn, which earlier I smoked this one, and I had the Lancero version, which is phenomenal smoke. It's a medium, it has an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper on the outside, and for those of you, excuse me, that's that cigar smoke getting to me. For those of you that haven't tried this before, from what I've researched and stuff, you should get some hints of roasted nuts, cocoa, and caramel throughout this one right here. Phenomenal smoke. Another good one, if you're into the medium range or mild medium, you have the Southern Draw Rose of Sharon. Now this was named after Robert Holt's wife, Sharon, and Rose of Sharon, I believe, is a plant. I'm not familiar with the green thumb stuff, but going off the top of my head, I think that's what it's named after, besides his wife Sharon. I've never met the two in person, but hopefully one day I will, so I look forward to that. Again, this is a mild to medium profile. It has an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, and you should get hints of leather, oak, and earth undertones. So this is my first time to try it. I'll try it probably this evening. And to follow up behind it after I win or lose the Kentucky Derby, I look forward to trying this right here, the Southern Draw Jacob's Ladder. It's a full-bodied cigar, has a Maduro, Pennsylvania broadleaf on it, and from what I've researched, it should come up with hints of cedar, spice, and espresso. So you can get these from your local tobacconist, or you can go online to places like JR's, Cigars International, to reach out and get you some. And I highly recommend it. They are very decent smokes. Again, I've only tried numerous of the Firethorns, but tonight I will sample on the Rose of Sharon as well as the Jacob's Ladder. So I look forward to giving both of these a try. And I'll be giving some feedback on that later on in another episode, possibly. While I'm at it, I would like to give a shout out to the Distinguished Ruffians. Phenomenal group out there. If you're not a member, I recommend you check them out. Great people. They do events all over now worldwide. I did see some posts earlier that they have a chapter started up over in the UK. So props to the Distinguished Ruffians out there. And you can find one in every one of your states. There's some captains out there, lieutenants. They do meetups all the time. They do fundraisers. There was a shrimp broil, I think a few weeks ago down in Florida that went off pretty good. And they always have cigars lined up for that special occasion. So if you haven't tried joining a group, I do recommend the Distinguished Ruffians. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to the Amendola Family Cigar Company. It is based out of Durham, North Carolina. Good friends of mine. I visit them quite often when I'm doing my travels throughout North Carolina. They make their own cigars in-house. Although production has slowed down a bit due to the fact of the demand, so now they've reached out to a factory in Nicaragua to play catch up and get some more of the cigars in. Phenomenal. Jeffrey Amendola, good friend of mine, his right-hand man, Josh Bullen, also known as Casey Native online. Phenomenal people, great cigars, great customer service. It's located at 1214 University Drive in Durham, North Carolina. So if you're out and about in Durham, North Carolina, please stop by. Let them know that you heard about them through Sam Cigar Man, and they will gladly take good care of you. I promise you that. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to the Cigar for Warriors operations. I understand that they are currently looking for donations to send to our troops in combat. Now, as a former Navy guy, I did do some time with the Marines in Afghanistan, and I was one of the recipients of these Cigar for Warriors, and they sent me a package of cigars, which was very kind of them, helped take my mind off of our daily operations and helped us relax at nighttime. So they, again, are looking for donations. So if you have some cigars set aside that you can give up and want to donate to help out our fellow troops that are in harm's way, that would be great. I have a gentleman by the name of Bill Steadman who belongs to the Garstar Cigar Group, and he is currently collecting donations through the month of May right now, and I will put his information out below in the post when I upload this video, so you can send a 5-pack of cigars. That's all they're really asking for. You just send that to them, and he will gather everything up, and at the end of May he will ship it off to the main Cigar for Warriors operation down in Florida, and then from there it'll be distributed out to our troops that are in harm's way. Along that line, and with the Southern Draw theme, if you don't know about the Operation Ignite, let's see if I can spin these around here, Ignite Some Good, Robert Holt in Southern Draw is doing a phenomenal operation here to give back to society. This is 10 count, and all the proceeds are going to go to the Cigar for Warriors operation. About one of each. You can either get the black can or the white can, doesn't really matter. There are 3 different releases, I believe. Let me double check my notes here. Yes, 3 different releases. The first release came out in April 14th. And you can pick these up at some of your major retailers. Online, you'll have to, I can't remember them off the top of my head, but if you look at halfwheel.com, it'll give you a list of the retailers that currently carry these awesome little round humidors here. With there's a 10 count of cigars inside. And again, the first release was on April 14th. The second release is coming out May 12th, and there's a planned third release September and November as of right now. Now, what cigars coming here? Great question. I have not even opened this yet. See if I can get this open here. There we go. 10-pack of cigars. It comes with a Vita pack inside to keep your cigars in top shape here. And let's see what we got here. We got a special edition top rung. This is part of the Jacob's Ladder series. So I have not tried this yet, so I do look forward to giving that a try. But that is what comes in the white jar, and I believe, and it changes all the time, so you never know. And they only make about 5,000 jars for each release. And for each jar that's MSRP of about $100, the retailer will donate $3.75 to the operation that is sticker here on the top, which happens to be the Cigars for Warriors. And on top of that, Southern Draw Robert Holt will donate another $3.75 to match the retailer's donation to whatever is put on the top of here, which happens to be a Cigar for Warriors operation. So $3.75 and $3.75. I had to do my math here on a sheet of paper to make sure I'm right, and I'm telling you guys right. Comes to a total of $7.50 per jar that you guys purchase will be donated to the Cigar for Warriors. Now, I'm going to open up this black jar and see if I got the same thing. Again, it changes all the time. That's a good one there. Yep, same thing as before. Top rung, special edition, Jacob's Ladder. So there we go. I got 20 of those tasty things in a Bovita pack down the bottom to take care of my cigars. We'll keep those nice and humidified right there. So $7.50 is getting donated per jar to the operation of Cigars for Warriors, and that comes to a total of about $37,500 total donated. Now the next release could be for a different donation, but right now it's for the Cigar for Warriors. I highly recommend that you go out and pick you up one and help out with the donations. Covered all that. Yep. And that is it for this episode. Got to keep it simple, people. Keep you guys in line. Anyways, this is Sam Cigar Man. Hope you enjoyed my little show here. It ain't much, but it is what it is. And I kind of like doing this, so hopefully you guys like it. Please subscribe. Inform everybody else about this. And you guys take care now. Have a good one. And go Lone Sailor, Kentucky Derby 2018. Amendola Family Cigar Company, located at 1214 University Drive, Durham, North Carolina. Stop by, have a smoke, and tell them that Sam the Cigar Man sent you.